All right, friends, it's EK back with another in our rookie profile series at the Debbie Dose. Um, Tonight, looking at a film study for Jaxon Smith-Njigba, 2023 wide receiver out of Ohio State. We talked about his data profile earlier, or rather yesterday, and again, some real high highs on the data profile, just crazy best season production, crazy best season receiving yards per team pass attempt, and then also, anything we're looking at that's counting stats or average stats per season, things like that. He gets knocked pretty hard for just really having the one season, and then some games this year that he kind of played and kind of didn't, right? So data profile kind of middling from the way I look at things, but certainly we've seen what he can do last year. So we're going to look at some film from last year, and my quick thoughts before we get into this. I've got maybe 20, 25 plays here I want to talk about, but JSN, obviously, the big knock, one of the big knocks is that he lacks the extra gear, lacks the top end speed, and you see that over and over again, him getting caught from behind. What he does have is really great burst. He's got great explosion, and he's great at gearing up, gearing down, using different speeds at different points in his routes to help himself create separation. He's got a good amount of agility, some rounding in his routes for a guy his size. I mean, he's effective at them, but doesn't snap off a route the way like a Garrett Wilson or a Lave or a Devonta Smith does. But a lot to like in his film. So let's get in. One of the first things I noticed, in doing JSL and film is he's pretty much always NFL open, right? Not always. Often, but not always 5 yards of separation, 3 yards of separation. But he's always got a couple of steps on his guy most of the time. And then there's plays like this where he just hasn't really won the route, but still wins at the catch point. And I think, this from him, you'll see the other angle as well. It's just perfect timing, just amazing coordination. He didn't really didn't really win the route. He doesn't have the right leverage, but just goes up and get it. Just really, extraordinary coordination there. This one I was, a little bit unhappy with, and you'll see this. They do have him run some seam routes, some go routes, some corners, and that's never going to be what he does best. I mean, I think CJ is just kind of partly just throwing this away, but I mean, JSN has not won this route. It's not close. If they threw it back shoulder, then they probably could have had a nice gain. But also, I wonder if the guy's trying to keep his leverage so he can get, defend successfully against a back shoulder. It looks like he's probably within reach then. If he throws to the inside, if he threw it to the outside shoulder, it's probably a nice catch. So now that's a missed throw by CJ. Definitely, not a route that you can point to, for JSN and say, look at this. But again, most of these routes, he's getting open. He's completing the assignment he's given. Generally, this one, this is a nice route here. Looks like a free play. Just, right in the middle there, tons of separation. I feel like, I don't know if they're out of sync. I mean, a lot of times when JSN is running those, in breaking routes against zone coverage, I feel like CJ should have been earlier with the ball than he was. And I assume it's that, JSN isn't the primary read on a lot of them. It's probably Garrett Wilson first, and then JSN is like a third option, which makes sense. I know we all love watching the video where Garrett Wilson says that JSN, again, just sound against zone. Where Garrett Wilson says that JSN is the best of the three of them, he's not. Garrett Wilson's better than Jaxon Smith-Njigba. If you can find people that will do a deal where you get Wilson and they get JSN, you should do that. That's a pretty nice route. He threatens in just enough. Let's look. Go inside, and then explodes to the outside. It's not perfect. I feel like he could have been a little bit more deceptive with the way he did it. He kind of telegraphed that he was going for the corner out, but nonetheless, he won. If CJ's on time and on target, that's a touchdown right there. You can see it, boom. But CJ's a little bit outside. Oh, gotta love this play. So this is a touchdown. I posted this on Twitter a little while ago. And, right, so the big knock is that he's not fast enough, right? So he's in a foot race here. I mean, tell me who covers more ground, him or that safety. It's a safety. It's Oregon. It's probably a talented player, but it certainly beats the safety in that foot race. So again, it doesn't mean the safety's running a 4.4, but pretty fast. Again, I think Jaxon has plenty of acceleration, short area speed, explosiveness. It's just really the top end. He just doesn't have it. But, again, another nice route. CJ is a hair late, but it's a good play by both players. I assume that was the play design. It seems like a weird route to me. I think that was all my notes for this game. So we're going to shut that one down. We're going to take a look at Purdue. Again, this is 2021 film. This is against Purdue. He gets held here a little bit, but I think this is a nice release at the top of his stem. Yeah, the guy grabs him around the waist. Honestly, it looks like it was supposed to just be a clear out anyways to make space on the wide receiver screen. But that's one thing we'll say, right? Like, the consensus at this point is JSN not an outside receiver because he doesn't have the speed to win on goes, deep posts, things like that. But he does have nice releases. He consistently wins against man coverage, and what I'm seeing, you don't see an overwhelming amount of man snaps, but this is a really nice play too. So he gets the jet sweep here, and this is nicely blocked, but certainly a nice run by JSN. And then that's where we talk about the lack of the speed, right? This is Chris Olave, might be in the end zone. So there's another nice route, and just that one of the things he does well usually, right, is he's going inside, head's all inside, and then his hips are already turned, and he turns his head late, and the DB is watching his head. So not a play where he got the ball, but Another nicely run route in man coverage. Where's my next nose? Boo, boo, boo. I like him in the blocking game. For a guy that's not massive, he definitely displays effort consistently and often is effective as well. Nice little speed out. Straight on, right? So dig, and again, like, it's not like he's yards of separation on all these, but and I wish he would have snapped back a little bit, but still, if the ball's on time there, that's a catch for JSN. There's another play where, it's not just willing, but effective as a blocker. Takes out his guy. And here's another one where, he does the same thing. I'm looking inside, I'm going inside, and then snaps to the outside. I'm not sure what's going on if that pitch and catch there was either he was supposed to stop or it's a pretty bad ball by CJ. CJ definitely had some games last year where he was a little bit off. Last year, 2021. What else do we got here? Broken play touchdown. You know what? If Hyatt can do it, why not JSN? It's really similar play design. Safety doesn't rotate over. Boom. Easy touchdown. What else do I got? Got a couple other plays in this game that I'd like to talk about. We need to watch the whole thing. There we go. It's another screen pass. This one is plus action after the catch. Going outside, oh, just kidding. See you later. Oh, wait, beat you too. So, nice little bit of yardage added. This is what guys talk about when they're talking about JSN's, run after the catch ability. He's getting yards after the catch, sometimes getting yards after contact. Here's another nice little out route. Boom. See, that one's on time, right? I feel like a lot of times CJ's late getting them the ball on that, but they could do that all day. And they do, and right in some of the bowl game. I mean, that's JSN does that for 60 minutes. Couple other plays worth talking about, and then we'll wrap it. Again, just another sit down in the zone, some nice rack. Boom. So for me, that's kind of quintessential JSN, right? Soft spot in the zone, little run after the catch action. Boom. Have a good day. So, all right. We don't need to watch the rest of this game, but if you want to see more of this film, this is on the Dynasty Nerds film room. Please get in there, do your own scouting. Don't take my opinion for it. Make your own decisions. If you do want to join the nerd herd, as they say, you'll see an affiliate link attached to this video, 15% off any subscription on the site. So get in there, get that, and I hope everyone has an awesome Super Bowl tomorrow. And I'll be back with some more rookie profiles.